So here you're being asked to simplify the following expression. We have negative 4 squared plus, in parentheses, we have 5 squared minus 2 times 3. So whenever you guys have more than one operation, the strategy we're going to use is PEMDAS. PEMDAS tells us in what order we're going to be solving or simplifying our expression. So we're going to put PEMDAS. And they taught me this acronym when I was in high school. Back then we used to teach PEMDAS in high school, or our order of operations. By remembering this, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Okay, and I'm sure your teachers probably said that. So let's continue. This tells us, PEMDAS tells us in what order we're going to be doing all of these operations here. And what do I mean by operations? I'm talking about exponents, addition, exponents here, subtraction, and multiplication. So we're going to have to go down in this order, starting with parentheses and exponents and multiplication, division, and then addition and subtraction. So the very first question I want to ask you guys is, do we have any parentheses anywhere here in our expression? And we do. And if you guys don't know what parentheses are, I'm going to trace them here in red so you guys can see. These are parentheses. So that means that we have to start off by doing all of the operations inside of the parentheses before we do anything else. So we're going to ignore everything else and we're going to do what's inside of the parentheses, okay? So 5 squared, that is not 5 times 2, okay? That's a huge mistake that students always make. It's a misconception. They think that 5 squared is 5 times 2. That means 5 times 5. And what's 5 times 5? That's 25, right? So I'm going to put that in here. And bring down the subtraction sign. And bring down the 2. And I'm going to copy everything else back down. Now it's important you guys get in the habit of doing this, because in algebra you're going to constantly have to copy everything else down so you won't get lost. Let's bring down that multiplication sign, times 3. Let's bring down the plus sign, and let's bring down the negative 4 squared. Okay? So we're still not done doing all the operations inside of our parentheses. What's 25 minus 2? Well, that is equal to 25 minus 2, that's 23. So I'm just going to put 23 here instead of putting 25 minus 2 because I already subtracted those. Now I'm going to bring everything else down. I'm bring down that multiplication sign. We haven't done that yet. I'm going to bring down the 3. I'm going to bring down the plus sign. And then I'm going to bring down the negative 4 squared. So we're left now with 1. We have exponents. 2, 3 operations. So what comes next? Exponents, addition, or multiplication. When we look at PEMDAS, exponents is before multiplication and addition. So let's go ahead and do the exponents here. We have negative 4 squared. That's the same as negative 4 times negative 4. And a negative times a negative, that'll always give you a positive answer. So negative 4 squared, that's the same as 16. We'll bring down everything else. Our plus sign, bring down 23. Our multiplication sign, and then 3. Now we're left with 2 operations. We have addition and we have multiplication. So looking at PEMDAS, what comes first? Addition or multiplication? You guys see that the M is before the A if we're looking at it from top to bottom? So it means we're going to have to multiply first, then we're going to add. So let's multiply 23 times 3. And 23 times 3, that is equivalent. Here, I'll do it here for you guys. 3 times 3, that's 9. 3 times 2, that's 6. 69. So this here has a value of 69. And I already multiplied it, so I don't need to write it down anymore. I'm going to bring down the plus sign, and I'm going to bring down the 16. Then all we have left now is 16 plus 69. So we're just going to have to add these 2, and these 2 have a value of 85. That is our answer here. Let me just go ahead and add that for you over here on the side. So we have 69 plus 16. 9 plus 6 is 5. Carry that 1 over. Then 6 plus 1 is 7 plus 1, that's 8. 85. Now, the only thing that I forgot is when we were doing, I forgot to explain this. When we were working on the parentheses, inside of the parentheses, we had 2 operations. We had exponents and we had our subtraction sign. And the reason why I did the exponents first is because if we look at PEMDAS, exponents come before our subtraction sign. So that's the reason why I went ahead and did exponents before I subtracted them, okay? But I hope this video helped you guys.